We make way for the Hall of Famer, Doc Rivers, the Milwaukee Bucks head coach, whose attention is not on me in this show. It's on watching the Masters there. I see what you're doing. You're watching the Masters, aren't you?
I sure am. You know, the Masters app is on right now. And so I'm watching the featured groups, Dan. Dan, I haven't talked to you in a while. You know, what's going on with you?
Kind of status quo, just, kind of playing out the string here, just the last couple of years. When are you retiring?
Playing out the string here.
Okay. Who retires first, Doc?
Oh, man, I got a feeling. What did you say? 2028?
February of 2028. Will you still be coaching in the NBA?
I think there's a very good chance I'm going to beat you.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll meet afterwards to have a drink somewhere.
Is this your last season?
I don't know. I don't know that. But, I'm leaning a lot of different ways, so I don't want to commit to anything. I don't, Dan, it's so tough, and you probably have dealt with this. The word retirement means you don't work at all, and I don't think I'm going to do that. I would drive people nuts if I was at home every day.
Are you still having fun? This has been a pretty tough, trying year, but
yeah, this has been a rough year. Nothing like, if you read Sham's article the other day, that article was so far off base that it was nowhere near like as hectic or toxic situation as it looks. But it's still losing, Dan. This is my first losing season in 20 seasons. That's a hell of a run. Losing is no fun for anyone. And then the Giannis situation has been really rough for everyone, including Giannis. So this has not been a fun year, but every year is not going to be fun. And you don't have great years every year, and you just deal with it. So I look at it, I put it in that compartment, and not nearly as bad as it may look on the outside.
What does Giannis want?
Oh, boy. I don't know. And we talk probably more than anyone. Dan, it's a tough one because he has done such a great job here in Milwaukee, right? And yet he still wants to win a title. And clearly we have to do a better job here with our roster to make that even look like a possibility. And if we can't do that, then he's going to look outward. And so I think that's a twofold answer. I think, one, if we had all the pieces here, I have no doubt he'd want to stay here. But we don't. And so that puts him in a tough spot.
What say do you have in this?
Not a lot. Just with him, trying to guide him. We talk a lot about it. I can tell you that. And
why isn't he playing these last couple of? He wanted to play, correct? Is he?
Yeah, he wanted to play.
Can he play?
He just hasn't been cleared to play. And so that's another one where I'm kind of caught in the middle. I think, if this was a playoff game, you would play him. But if it wasn't a playoff game, there's no way you would play him. I think that would be the correct answer.
Talking to Doc Rivers, Hall of Famer, and watching the Masters here. Have you played Augusta?
Yeah, I have.
Who'd you play with?
Didn't play it with Jimmy Dunn, who was a great guy, and then two other friends. I had a great time. Played miserably. Dan, I've been in finals. I've been in so many pressure situations.
How nervous were you?
Oh, I got to tell you, on the first tee box, I think it was Condoleezza Rice. I want to say Peyton Manning, of all people, were coming up, and they were, Peyton, and it was hard for me to pull the thing back. Like, I'm sitting there like,
oh, wow.
Holy goodness. It's just a golf course, but it's not just a golf course. It's one amazing place, So, yeah, I was a little nervous.
I got traded on the first tee by my caddy.
Yeah, yes.
Like, they were betting on us, and my caddy caddied for Seve when he won in 1980. And I just remember they swapped bags after my tee shot. And I said, what happened? And the caddy goes, you just got traded on the first tee.
Well, I can tell you my caddy took a big loss because I hit a huge drive on one. So I ripped it. And I saw my caddy give two people a high five. That was the only good shot I hit for the rest of the round.
How did you find out about the Hall of Fame?
I'm sitting exactly where I was sitting, as a matter of fact, and I get a call from the hall. It's funny. I have my phone block, which I learned to non numbers that aren't stored, and so I didn't answer the phone. Then, which was hilarious. And I get a text, "Hey Doc, this is such and such from the hall. We really need you to answer the phone." So I was in the doghouse before I got in the house. And it's a great call, Dan. I got to tell you, it's it's funny. I get the call and they say, "Doc, you're in the hall," and I didn't. It's not something you work for. Like, you don't work to be in a hall. At least I can tell you, I've worked because I love coaching. I love whatever else comes with it. But when I called my brother, and he answered the phone, and I told him he was golfing, which pissed me off, and he just started crying. And it was like the most emotional thing because my parents are no longer with us. And he just said my two parents' names and started bawling. He walked away from the phone. Another guy picks the phone up, who I still don't know who that was. And the guy says, "Hey, Doc, is everything okay?" And I said, "Yes, things are good. I'm in the Hall of Fame." So whoever the guy was, started celebrating too. So that was my first 5 minutes in the hall. It was pretty cool.
Now, you have your nickname after Dr. J.
Yeah.
Could Dr. J be part of the induction ceremony?
That's not a bad call. It could be. There's other names too. Pat Riley, Kevin Garnett. So it's so funny, Dan. This is the other things. I've never been in the hall. So I've had 20 people ask me what you're asking me. Who's going to introduce me? There's a lot of guys. One thing with your success, you don't reach success without a lot of people helping you. It's really you and a whole team that people don't know. And so anybody I asked would be someone who helped me. Pat Riley was instrumental in me coaching. Kevin Garnett is instrumental in me getting my success. Wayne Embry probably is the most important person in my life, just because he was guiding me even in college. So there's a lot of people.
I've been talking about the Rookie of the Year with Con Knippel is favored over Cooper Flagg. Just to give you my opinion, I don't think this should be close. I think what Cooper Flagg is doing at 19 as the guy night in and night out as opposed to Knippel, who's the third option for a playoff team. Wonderful year, but Cooper Flagg's 19 years of age doing some things that we haven't seen since LeBron. Your thoughts on who should be the Rookie of the Year?
I tell you, I do think it's close, and I've gone back and forth on it.
Okay.
Because it's this year probably more than any year that I can remember. It's almost two categories. Cooper Flagg's numbers just scream at you. They really do. Scoring 40, scoring 50, being the point guard, playing a position that he's never played before, handling it night in, and the featured guy each night. Like, when you play Dallas, you're preparing for Cooper Flagg. But what Con has done is, in my opinion, he's changed the culture of an organization that has had cultural problems with his approach.
Okay.
His play is tough. He's a two-way player. I've never seen a rookie have an impact on a team as much as he has had. And there's something to be said about that as well.
Wow.
And the reason he doesn't have the numbers is because he is on a good team. So he's sharing the ball with LaMelo Ball and Bridges and everybody else.
Wait,
so
you think he could be a featured guy and score 25 a game?
I think he could score more points if he was on a team was worse. But he's such a team player. He's such a leader. And I do think from a coaching standpoint, that means a lot. But you're right. It's a tough. I wish this was the one year I would be fine if they had co-MVPs.
Yeah.
But if you just go on numbers, which is what you're supposed to do, you're right. It's Cooper Flagg. If you go on impact, it's Con. And that's how I look at it.
Have you had anybody match Kevin Garnett's intensity in your career?
No. I would say intensity. Yeah, I've had some guys. Patrick Beverly was nuts. Yeah, so I would throw him out
Wait,
there.
was
for
it
sure.
a good nuts or bad nuts?
It depends on the game. I jokingly, one night I was very upset at the way Patrick played, and Pat played, and I told him, I said, I'm going to put you on the all-scare team. And he's like, what's that? You scare me just as much as you scare them. And I said, I don't know which way to go every time I put you in. But that dude was so dang competitive, man. Like, it's funny. He was a good defender, but he was a great defender because he scared the hell out of the guy he was guarding every night. And KG had a lot of that. What I've never had with Kevin, I've never had a leader like Kevin, ever. Like, Kevin cleaned up the locker room for me every single day. If shoot-arounds were bad, Kevin patrolled it. When you got something like that on your team, it makes coaching a whole lot easier.
How would he have been as a coach?
Oh, I'll give you a quick story. He was working with a guy in Boston, and I don't want to say his name, but the guy wasn't paying attention to Kevin's, Kevin threw him out of the gym. Literally threw him out. The guy went to the other basket. Kevin said, no, get out of the gym. It lasted 2 minutes. And I walked over to Kevin. I said, when you're working with a guy, you got to have a little more patience. And he was like, no, I don't. And so, no, that would have been really rough.
Before we let you go, we have Fritzie's impersonation of you, so we thought that Fritzie would be able to congratulate you on going into the Hall of Fame. Fritzie?
I want to hear this.
Okay, here we go.
I just want to say it's been a great run as a player, as a coach, an ambassador to the NBA. I wish you all the best. You deserve everything you get. I'm glad you're going into the Hall, my friend. Congratulations. And you got to give me 48. You got to give me 48 or you're going to keep losing. Give me 48.
I didn't always talk like that, Fritzie. I don't know what happened. Coaching happened. You see that play behind me?
Yeah.
It didn't work. That's why I have the voice that I have.
Oh, that was a play you diagrammed last game?
Of guys running at each other. Yeah, that's probably the play.
Congratulations on the Hall and whatever you decide here at the end of the season. But thank you again for sharing.
I appreciate it. Good talking to you. Good seeing you.
Thank you, buddy. That's Doc Rivers, Hall of Famer.